Alright guys, welcome back. This is episode 187 of the Top Series. I am Toasty FM, and we are back another season. We're coming up, it's late here guys, it's late. This series has been going on for 15 seasons. I think this is our 16th season, I believe. And we've come really far, but it's starting to come to the point where we need to finish the series off. I think at this point, obviously, I want to win the Champions League. That was always my. I mean, we've already won the league. To win the Champions League would be a dream. Like I said, at the beginning of the series, I said I don't know how far the series is going to go, but it's gone really far, and I'm really proud of what we've done here with this series. So I'm gonna continue going, probably up until November. What 4th or something like that, whenever FM18 comes out. And I have an update video probably coming out soon. A little update on the channel. I haven't done that in a while. Update on the channel. My plans for FM18 and all that stuff. So watch out for that. Keep an eye out for that stuff. Hopefully it'll be pretty exciting for you guys, the guys that the regular watchers, the 2 or 3 of you that pretty much watch every episode. So, but back to the season. It is an exciting season. We have another chance to win a title today in the Supertaça Cândido de Oliveira against Benfica. Basically, it's the Portuguese Super Cup. If you didn't pick that up along the way, I think we're continuing making good signings. We have a strong team still. I'm gonna go through the transfer right now, but we haven't really lost anybody, which is a really positive thing. So outs, the players, we always have a few outs on frees, guys that are never gonna feature for us. A lot of loans, as you can see, and just a lot of stuff that's going out. So we have Val's out. He retired. He was always backup, so that's fine. He's playing the ARC captain, going to Lucerne Sport in Switzerland, I believe. Long-time captain. Probably with us for, I want to say, 6 years. I think he picked up the captaincy almost immediately when he joined us. It might have been longer than 6 years. 7 years. But he was always a really good player for us. Very consistent, and it's unfortunate to lose him. It really is. Rui Duarte out on loan. A few loans. Jacob Flinders never got on for us. Toomey, backup goalkeeper, out. Farid Nahari, striker, never got on with us. So he's gone. More loans, lots of loans. Carlos Campos is gone. Guy that never got on for us. Mohamed Fell was a guy that brought in last year. I'm really happy about. I know a lot of YouTubers, once they get to a certain point, they focus completely on their goal, which is usually the Champions League, and they're like, who needs all these other players, But I'm really excited, and I like Mohamed Fell. And this is a series that I might, or at least a save that I'm probably going to continue. Later on down the line, I'm not going to just get FM18 and then just kind of not play this anymore, because I really like the save, like where it's going, and I feel like it'll be something that I want to go for with. So I'm gonna keep playing it like I would a normal save. I'm not gonna just go all out, sell everybody, and just focus on the first team squad and go from there. I'm gonna do it like I would a normal, like I would if like a normal team. So Mohamed Fell is definitely a guy in the future that could really play well for us. He's got to be out on loan. More sales. Sangare left out. We brought some other players in. More loans. A lot of loans, man. We have a lot of loans. Maybe a couple big ones down here is Yang Jongdae. He was always backup, and then we brought in Bram Hendricks, and he was kind of not needed anymore. We have another person that we brought back on loan that is ready to play this year, and that is Abderrahim Bodemo, and that he is absolutely fantastic. He's gone on loan, not really played well, but our scouts say from the team, his ratings look absolutely incredible. Can play as, he's mainly a central midfielder. That's actually his role. But I could see him playing deep line, box to box. He's going to be behind. I actually think he's probably going to actually play behind as backup, direct backup to Bram Hendricks, with Jordan Smith kind of being that fifth guy in the midfield. But he's definitely going to be featuring this year, Abid Rahim, and I think he's a really great player. He got out Douglas Benfica. We added some players. We actually brought back a guy that you're going to see right here. We have the return of a certain gentleman. Douglas Benfica was, it was time for him to leave. Ariel Matias Gomez, we added some other strength there, so he can now. And Paulinho. Paulinho is a guy that I remember at one point when I first brought him up, he was his kind of future was it was touted as the next Cristiano Ronaldo. He is not that player anymore. He had a long injury a year or so ago. I think last year that's why we brought actually I believe Ariel Gomez in is because this guy was out for so long and he has not improved and his potential has gone down a full star. He hasn't increased his pace. I think a loan move. Hopefully he can recapture some of that. It's just physically he's so dominant. At least it can be. He's 6'5", a really good free kick taking, but that year of development where he could have played right behind Vey and had some quality playing time, to miss that really hurt him. And it's really unfortunate that he's not going to be here. I don't think he's going to be featuring for us very far in the future, unfortunately. So he's out. Hopefully that loan opportunity game can capture something, some form, come back and be a better player. That's what I really hope. But I just don't see it happening. Ins, we have Hybronny Calvi, backup goalkeeper who's going to be a backup to Khalifa Ba. Khalifa Ba is steady. He's so steady, and I've actually looked at maybe bringing somebody in, but I look at some of the players that I can bring in that are available. They're expensive, and when I look at their stats, they might have one good stat that's significantly better than Khalifa Ba, I would say. But realistically, there's no. I mean, Khalifa Ba, I might look at him later, but he's really steady quality. He's good. He's about 13, 14, 15 rating in pretty much every position that a goalkeeper needs. And he's good and he's a fine player. I mean, this guy, Calvi is a good reflexes, but bad command of area, bad communication. And that's why Khalifa Ba is going to continue being our number one. And he's just a steady player. Ins, we have some other ones. Aracic, I believe, is a center back brought in on a free. He's out on loan at Fatima, our affiliate club. Billy Warner, striker. Hopefully he can develop into something. He's on loan at Fatima as well. Hugo Salch, number 10, brought in. He will be part of the squad, I would say, in there and around there. Elises is actually going to be our backup. I got Hugo Salch and Elises backwards. Elises is going to be our backup. Direct backup to LEL. Hopefully he'll be a good player, some really good stats, some good first touch, good decisions. Not real great teamwork, but great flair, great technique. Solid, okay passing, not the best passing, but I think he's going to be a quality player. Good stamina, physically pretty good as well. And then Damison, the return of Damison, for just $235,000. He was really a great player for us. Physically very good jumping, very good strength, good determination, good heading. Not the greatest tackler of the ball, but marking he's great. And I was bringing him in as probably a backup, but looking at his stats now, he might be a starter next to Yakuba Toure. Ramo Harris might go to the bench. But kind of like Sapini last year, I think all three of them can come in and out or whatever with form or injury, stuff like that. So I think we're good there. Lucas Geis, I believe, is a left back. And one for the future just brought in. One we took a shout out. Chris Baines, another striker brought in. Not as good as our scout said he was, which is unfortunate. So he's gonna be something that we're gonna have to look at. Nicholas Lagman, our highest transfer fee we've ever played. We've ever paid, not played. In a position, I was looking for a backup. The scouts for what they didn't tell us about Chris Binns and Geis, they have told us. Well, they have understated about how good Lagman was. I chose him just for pace and stamina to come off the bench behind Gouveia, but this guy's freaking good. This guy's good. Maybe not technically not great, but physically he's an accepted acceleration, 19 pace. 12 crossing is not the greatest for a winger. I expect something maybe a little bit better for technique, but I see a guy here that's gonna be a problem purely with his pace, and hopefully those other things can develop a little bit more. He's probably not gonna improve that much, but if he just improved his crossing just a tad bit, I think it could really help us out. I think I'm still pretty sure because he's a small guy. I think Gouveia is still going to be our number one, but this guy, if he comes on and plays well, he could definitely cause some problems for there. Herman Burgos is another player that we're going to bring in on the right wing this time, and this guy's really good as well. Probably, was it Lagman or whatever had 19 pace, which is blistering. Probably one of the fastest players in the world right now, but this guy is overall really good and almost very similar to Mohamed Becker, and I think he's going to cause some problem. I think he might be Mohamed Becker plays so well that it doesn't match his stats as far as passing, goals, assists, all that stuff. This guy I think is better. But I think it's Becker's job to lose, just like it is for Gouveia. I'm not going to change that much there. But this guy is very good, I think. Free kick taking very good, crossing very good, technique very good, pace, acceleration, good teamwork, good flair. This guy's a beast, I think. He's going to be a very good player. And Jord Jansen, that was a mistake. I kind of brought him in, but I don't need him. He's a very good player, but I don't need him, so I'm going to be sending him back from his loan. So, if you're Dutch, sorry. Wait, he's not even playing for us. But to the game, we have Benfica today. And we're trying to win a title. Today's a chance to win a trophy. So, let's get into the game today and get this season started right with a win, a trophy, show these new players what it's like to play for Union Leiria with some passion and some good football, and let's go from there. Alright, guys, so today, this is the lineup we're going with. Pedro Almeida, well, first of all, Khalifa Ba on goal, as always, like I said. Pedro Almeida, Ramo Harris actually started today next to Damison, see how that works out for them. Actually, Damison is not great for us, so actually going to bring on Yakuba Torre. Just thinking about that now, it's probably a better idea. Switch them to where they played more last season. Flavio Marcelo, obviously. I mean, this back line is I think we had one of the better defenses in the league last season. We actually scored the most goals, I think, in the league. We had a really great offense as well. Morena in there next to Bram Hendricks. Becker playing in there with Burgos on the bench, so he might feature LEL. Lagman's in there. Gouveia is injured. Then Aguirre. We have gone back to advanced forward. We're trying that again. Didn't work out for us last season or a couple seasons ago. But João Souza is a good player, a good young player for Union Leiria. Hasn't gotten a fair shake. Can't really get. I can't really get him into the team because he's in nowhere. He's not comfortable as a complete forward. And I'm gonna try this advanced, especially with Lagman not being that great of a crosser. I think an advanced forward might help, and I think Aguirre is a good enough player that even on an advanced forward type role that he could still play as good. But I think we need to start looking at bringing players in like João Souza, who should be playing more than he did last season. And just doesn't because of the role. On the bench, we have Calvi, some new players. Calvi, the return of Damison. Abderrahim Bodamay, maybe he's pronounced it. This guy's really good. High potential, good first touch, good determination. Not a great concentrator, but physically incredible. 5 caps for Algeria at 20. Not great positioning, but we can work on that teamwork. Good passing. This guy is a boss, and he's probably going to be the first guy off the bench in every game, I would guess. Would hold on the bench. Carlos Diaz as well. Herman Burgos, like I said. Ulises in there. Some big players missing. Braga not going to be on the bench. Da Costa, he will be sold, I believe, with the addition of Burgos and Becker. And that'll be it. João Jesus, as I was praising him earlier, but he is not going to be playing. He's not going to be on the bench. So yeah, I think this is a really strong lineup. Hopefully it's strong enough on the day. I think one big issue is gonna be Lagman, just because I don't know what to expect from him yet. Because he is very pacey, very good in that sense, but Gouveia had a really good season last year. For how disappointed I was in him his first year with us, for him being, I think, a record signing at the time as well, I wasn't impressed with his first season. But this past season he was very good, I thought, and yeah, so Lagman's have to do a lot, I think, to really do it. And also, like I said, I didn't bring him in expecting him to start, because I think Gouveia is so good and he's our captain. I want Gouveia needs to play, first of all, because he's my captain, and I can have stuff going down around here with my captain now mad at me, basically. He was vice captain before, but now that Saprini's gone, he's likely going to be the captain. Ball in from Lagman, who's not a great dead ball taker, but we'll go from there. Eliel here, Hendricks, Harris, left back right now. Toure, the one guy that ball ended up with in that position was our center half, and if it was anybody else, even a midfielder, even a fullback, I think we could have scored there in that position. But Lagman did a good job finding Toure in the space there, and Toure was just unfortunate. That's not what we brought in the big Ivorian to do. Even though I think he's a very good footballer, but yeah, complete goal scorer in the box. It's like a fox in the box. That's not his game. So a half hour in here, I think we're playing pretty well. I have to defend this corner here, though. Did a good job forcing it back a little bit. Ruben Dias, the Benfica captain, is still there. That's yours, Almeida. Good job. Our defense is really good, I think. I mean, they're probably going to prove me wrong because they're probably going to score. There we go. Flavio Marcelo gets beaten by William Villette, who I believe is a new signing for Benfica. The wide man, I think, beats Flavio Marcelo to that ball in the air. I mean, we'll work around. I'm a little bit fortunate. Flavio Marcelo, that was a quality header as well. From what I saw there, Villette did a good job getting to that ball. I think it's been pretty even so far. So to be 1-0 down, it's simply just them getting to that one ball that we didn't. But it's still very early. It's only a half hour into this game, so there's still a lot of options for us to come out of here with a quality result still, for sure. 40 minutes done here. We're coming out done with the first half, and Aguirre not having his best game here. Everybody else seemed to find the right side of our defense. I guess they're probably blaming him for allowing that ball into the box on their goal. But yeah, I would definitely expect a little bit better from from us in the second half, and one goal. The next goal I think is obviously massively important because if we don't score a goal, then we're screwed. But yeah, we can allow them to go 2-0 up as well. Ball in here. Oh, he's offside. I was about to say. We are getting beat a little bit in the air, which is a little bit worrying. Just right there as well. LEL getting beat to the ball. And that seemed very close to Khalifa Ba's goal there from Saisid, the Benfica striker. It looks like they don't have Shevchenko's not playing out there. I don't know if they sold him or if he's on the bench or something, but I don't believe that Shevchenko's out there. I just noticed that. So we're going to have to change something here. Bring somebody on, maybe. Aguirre's not having a good game. I don't think it's anything to do with... it seems like... Lagman has a good rating. I haven't seen a lot from him. But his delivery seems to have been fine. I mean, they're really coming into this game a lot here, our Benfica, holding on to the ball anymore. We're not really creating much going forward. I'm wondering if LEL maybe need to come off. You have to bring on a guy like Ulises, or even in the midfield, bring on Bodeme in there. In the span of this episode, I've already changed his name. I've just decided that he has a different name. Bring in something there. I'm a little bit worried about doing this double switch right now, just because it limits us later on if we want to change up the formation. As Flavio Marcelo picks up a yellow card, but we need to do something. Hopefully that double switch will add a little bit something to us. I think Becker and Lagman seem to be playing fine. It's just we're not getting the striker the ball in the position that we would like. LEL is also very important to this, and he has been great lately. I think he scored late in that in the season there, got a couple of important goals, but overall the past I need to stop talking actually, I need to start making some changes. But overall, I would say in the past that's not what I want to do. Oh, it's kind of what I want to do, but I need to change some formation stuff too. But he has not been the player that we would expect him to be with the quality that he has. We'll make him almost a striker there. We'll hold a target man. Just pump the ball in there so we can bring it down. Ulises as just a poacher. Try to get an end of anything, just running around in the box basically. Pump the ball in the box, over overlap, route 1, overload. Let's get... He can't play there. He can't play there. Great. So we are pretty limited as far as that goes. But a few minutes left here to do anything, basically. Going on overload means absolutely nothing usually on this. I mean, you'd expect if a team is going all-out attack, they'd at least get a chance. But nothing. And disappointing start to the season. I know that advanced forward thing is probably going to take a while to really stick for our strikers, but I'm not going to blame it on today's performance. It just, Benfica were a little I mean, it was really just that one chance. Up until then, it was pretty even. After that, we got a little bit desperate, and that's probably what the stats looked like they did. Like, they dominated a little more because we were really putting guys forward, but I think we can't blame it on just changing the striking role. All right, guys, so a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. This is another one of those domestic titles that we still haven't finished off. This is maybe the last frontier as far as domestic titles. But yeah, so you can see our preseason were pretty good. MLS All-Stars beat us, but it's weird because none of their players are real, so I have no idea how good. Mensa Caval, let's look at this guy. Oh yeah, this guy's good. He's not a real person, so I have no ability to judge how how we played there. But yeah, so come back for Champions League. It's gonna be against unknown quality squad. That's I think they signed Caval in the offseason, so we're gonna have to watch out for them. But yeah, so come back for that in the next episode. Maybe not tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see when that next episode will be. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. New season, new fun stuff. So take care.